The very first thing I did after being reborn, I went absolutely nuts stabbing myself, then dumped 2 pounds of salt straight into the wounds and threw in a pound of chili powder for good measure. All because in my past life, my boss had me locked into a 10x payback system. I'd grind at work, he'd pocket 10x the bonus. I'd kill myself at the gym, he'd get 10x the health. I was living like a monk while he was out partying every night, and somehow getting stronger by the day. And my girlfriend? She was his right-hand accomplice. He had me quit smoking, quit drinking, cut out every bad habit, all to keep my life force pure so he could drain it out more efficiently. So after being reborn to make my boss feel 10x the pain, that's what led to that opening scene. The next day, I showed up to the office extra early, waiting for my boss to walk in. 8:50, he showed up, but there wasn't a single scratch on him. No limp, no stiffness. When his eyes swept over in my direction, he even flashed me this warm, concerned smile. My heart just sank into the abyss. Self-harm did nothing. Does this system only reflect good things and not bad? But that doesn't make sense either. Wait, then why did my girlfriend push so hard to make me drop my bad habits? Just as despair was about to swallow me whole, a familiar face appeared. Ooh, hey, what's wrong? You look terrible. Is the work stress getting to you? Don't be so hard on yourself. How about this weekend we take a day off, hit that hot spring resort outside the city, just chill for a couple days? Or tonight I'll come with you to the gym, sweat it all out, flush out all that negative energy. Staring at that sweet, smiling face, the rage, the hurt, the despair inside me all erupted at once like lava. The stress, the anxiety, isn't all of that because of you two? I walked out of the office without a word. A few minutes later I came back, met with one thing in my hand, a fresh pack of Zhonghua cigarettes. Right in front of her. Right in front of every single coworker pretending to work but actually dying to hear what happens next. I lit up, took one long, deep drag. That sharp, familiar smoke flooded my mouth and lungs instantly. I coughed hard, but right behind that came the long-lost rush of nicotine, the dizziness, the high. In that moment, all the stress and anxiety felt like it just blew away with the smoke. But my girlfriend's reaction? 100 times more intense than I expected. Her face went white. She lunged at me, ripped the cigarette out of my mouth, slammed it on the floor, and stomped on it with her heels like she'd lost her mind. Yang Wu, are you out of your mind? You promised me you'd quit. How are you smoking again? Do you have any idea how bad this is for you? Something felt off. Before, no matter how hard I pushed back on the gym or other self-discipline stuff, she'd always guide me with this calm, gentle tone. But with smoking, she completely lost it. Like I wasn't smoking a cigarette, I was smoking her life away. I watched her body tremble with panic, stared into those eyes, full of fear and desperation. A wild, insane idea struck me like lightning through the dark, and suddenly lit everything up. I got it. I finally got it. Everyone in the office froze the second I burst out laughing. Yang Wu, stop it! You're scaring me! I know I was wrong, I shouldn't have snapped at you. I really do have your best interests at heart. Right, your precious boyfriend's best interests. My boss. That line hit like a bomb going off right next to her ear. What? What are you even talking about? I have no idea what you mean. Don't get it? Go tell your little boyfriend, his good days are over. The next day I ran into my boss in the company elevator. The guy who always looked sharp and full of energy, today had dark circles under his eyes. Just the two of us in that elevator, and I could clearly hear him stifling little coughs with that groggy, phlegmy hacking you'd expect from a lifelong smoker first thing in the morning. Seeing him like that, the light bulb in my head fully clicked on. So that's how it works. This damn payback system doesn't feed off whether what I do is good or bad. It feeds off how I actually feel doing it. When I hurt myself, I was in pain. So he stayed unbothered, living his best life. But smoking? Logically, I know it's bad for me. But the moment I inhaled, I felt pure, unfiltered freedom. Relief. Pure satisfaction. So all the negative physical effects that came with that feeling, the coughing, the sore throat, the lung damage, no wonder Chen Yishao wouldn't let me touch her the entire year we dated. Turns out it wasn't about being reserved. She was scared of me feeling good. Because if I felt good, my boss would take the hit. No wonder she banned every single one of my so-called bad habits. Late night gaming, drinking, BBQ nights. She even banned me from, I almost laughed out loud right there. Li Jihao, Chen Yishao, you two went to every length to suppress who I am and kill every desire I had. Also, you could bleed me dry without a care in the world. Well, time to change the rules of the game. You're that scared of me enjoying myself? Then I'm gonna enjoy myself to the absolute fullest. I finally figured out how to actually use this system. Suddenly the whole world felt bright and full of color. No more holding back, tired from work. Go smoke. Light one up. Brain locked up. Light another one. Every hit of nicotine, every moment of that brief buzz and numbness, every single exhale, I'd silently say to Li Jihao, "Big bro, feeling good again over here. How's it going on your end?" Li Jihao's condition deteriorated at a visible rate. He started coughing, hard and often, especially in meetings. He'd be mid-sentence and just break down into a coughing fit, face turning red. Even the big boss was starting to give him looks, but he could tough it out. He knew the final harvest was less than 3 months away, just had to hold on. Once he did, he'd take off with all the wealth and health I'd built up over the past year and live the good life. But I also realized, just smoking probably wasn't enough to completely take him down in under 3 months. That night, I tossed and turned in bed going through the list. What else besides smoking could genuinely make me feel good? But also has clear negative effects on the body. Then suddenly, a thought I'd been suppressing for a long time, almost too embarrassing to admit, flashed through my mind like a shooting star, then got crystal clear fast. Right, I'm a 26-year-old dude in his prime, fully functional, completely single. Before being reborn, my girlfriend had me on a tight leash. Forget the obvious stuff, even kissing was subject to her mood. She called it being responsible for our future, not chasing cheap thrills. Now I see it clearly. She was just scared of me feeling good. I've been reborn, I'm single again. Proud single life. And honestly, some things, taking care of it yourself is the most natural thing in the world, right? I gave this plan a bold, hopeful name, Operation Takeoff. Just 3 days later, my boss crashed at an unbelievable speed. He was walking with his hand against the wall, like one gust of wind could knock him flat. In meetings, the laser pointer in his hand shook like late-stage Parkinson's. He couldn't even aim at the text on the slides. Multiple times, mid-sentence, his eyes would just glaze over and he'd zone out completely. The whole department knew something was wrong. People were whispering, "What's going on with Manager Lee? Looks like someone drained the life right out of him." That afternoon, he finally broke. He called me into his office. "Young Woo, I know I did you wrong. After you and Chen Yishao broke up, I swooped in and took her. That was my fault. I was a jerk, I'm sorry." He actually came to me and apologized. I smirked on the inside. Guess my daily double combo had him completely on the ropes. But let him off the hook? Not a chance. I still had plenty more moves left.